Hello students, today we will learn chapter number 4 Basic Geometrical Ideas of Standard 6 Maths and CERT. Now before starting some of the topic, let us see what is the meaning of geometry. Geometry is an English word which is equivalent to the Greek word. That Greek word is called geometron. Geometron, if you split geometron, geo will be your earth and metron will be measurement. That means earth measurement. That will be equal to geometron. Now, starting from the geometry, we will see different shapes, measurements, line segments and so on. So, the first point we will take is point. Suppose I am putting a simple dot over here. This is a dot. I am putting a mark on the blackboard, a dot on the blackboard. This dot, invisible dot, is called as point. It is referred as a point. Suppose I am writing it as in a symbolic form, that is A, point A. Suppose this is a dot, I am writing as point Q. Now what does point determines? It determines location. It determines the location. It shows the location from where you have to start. Now, this was about the point. Let us move to the next topic, that is line segment. I am putting two dots over here and I am joining these 2 points with a line. So, this line is limited. These 2 points, if you connect, it will form your line segment. It is marked as line segment AB. So, it can be written in a symbolic form as line segment AB or line segment BA. It is limited. It is finite. So, this was about the line segment. Now, let us move to the line segment. Suppose this is your line segment PQ. Now, if I extend this line from both the direction, if I extend the line from both the direction and it will go on continuously or infinitely, this will become your line. So, it is denoted in a symbolic form as line PQ. Both the sides, the direction will be infinite. It will run in both the direction, line PQ, or it can be said as line QP. To fix a line, 2 points are necessary. That is point P and Q. To fix a line, 2 points are necessary to form a line. The next topic is ray. Now what is ray? It is a mixture of line segment and line. Now let us see. Suppose this is the origin point. Okay, I am drawing one line, extending the one line, and it is written as QP. That means ray runs in only one direction. Rays runs in one direction. It can be like this way also. Suppose I am marking a point over here. It can run also in this direction. Suppose it is CD. So it can be referred as ray QP or ray CD. For example, the rays of the sun. Suppose sun is your origin and the rays which are going, it forms a example of ray. So, this was about the basic points, that is point, line segment, line and ray. Now, the next topic is intersecting lines. Now, what is the meaning of intersecting lines? If two lines have one common point, then they are said to be intersecting lines. Let us draw two lines. Suppose I am naming this line as L1 and this line as L2. Lines can be denoted by the small letters also. The first line is L1 and second line is L2. It is meeting at common point. It is meeting at common point. Suppose I am naming it as O. That means line L1 meets at line L2 at a common point. It should have only one common point. Then these two lines are said to be intersecting lines. Lines can be like this also. Here It is meeting at a common point. So these are also an intersecting lines. For example, alphabets letters like X. Okay, it is an example of intersecting lines. Then crossing the road. If you cross the road, it meets at a common point. So crossing the road is also an example of intersecting lines. It should meet at a common point, that is O. Now let us move to the next topic, that is parallel lines. It is the opposite of intersecting lines. Lines which not meet each other are said to be parallel lines. That means these two lines will never meet each other. Suppose I am writing this as A, B, C, D. That means line AB, line CD. If you extend these lines in both the direction, it will never meet. That means line AB is parallel to line CD. This is the symbolic form of parallel. So line AB is parallel to line CD. It does not meet each other, as well as it should have the same distance. This line and this line, the distance between these two lines will be same. It will not reduce or it will not increase. It will go on parallelly. For example, the railway track. Railway track is an example of the parallel lines. The edge of the ruler, it runs on both the direction. It runs parallelly. So example of ruler is also an parallel lines. So this was about the parallel lines. Now let us move to the next topic, that is curve. Curve means simple doodling. We called it as a doodling. Doodling means, suppose I am drawing a drawing without lifting the pencil. I am drawing a simple drawing without lifting the pencil. That is called a curve. Curve means not straight. It cannot be straight. A curve can be like this. A curve can be like this, like this, or like this. Now these are the types of curves. That means it is a doodling. Now this figure, this one and this one. Here I had started from here and I am going from this. So this type of curve I am not overlapping or I am not crossing each other. So this type of curves are called simple curve. Now in this figure, I have started from here, I am going from this and I am crossing this curve like this way. So this is not a simple curve. Okay, so without crossing the curve, it is called a simple curve, simple drawing. But if you cross each other, it will not be a simple curve. Now let us move to the next one, open curve. Now what is the meaning of open curve? Now I have started a point from here, I am going like this way and I am ending over here. That means this point and this point, they both does not meet each other. It does not close. So this type of curve is called an open curve. Now let us see to the next curve, that is closed curve. I am starting a point from here and I am drawing this and I am ending from where I have started. That means this complete curve is closed. So this type of curve is said to be a closed curve. So curve can be a simple, it can be an open, it can be a closed curve. It is not straight. Now let us see the position in a figure. Now whatever the figures or whatever we will see the shapes, there will be the different position in the figure. Now I have drawn here a simple curve. Okay. Now in simple curve there are three parts. First part is said to be interior or it is said to be inside. Now what is the meaning of interior? That means this region, that means inside portion. Okay, this portion, that is inside region, this is called interior side. Suppose I am writing here as point A, point B. So point A and point B are in the inside of the curve. Now let us do the next one, that is on the boundary. Now this is our boundary. This is our boundary or outline we can see. Now the points, suppose C, D, they are on the line or on the boundary. So point C and point D, they are on the boundary. Now the third one will be your exterior, or it is said outside the curve. So exterior means outside the boundary. Point E, point F. So point E and point F, they are outside. That means they are at the exterior part of the portion. The boundary along with the interior part is said to be the region. So boundary and the interior sides makes a region. Now the next topic is polygons. Now what is the meaning of polygons? It is a simple closed figure made up of entirely line segments. So it will be a simple closed figure and it will form only of the line segments. Let us draw some figures. So these are the simple polygons which are made up of only line segments. So these are the line segments and it is closed. So triangle, this is the shape of a triangle. This is also a polygon which is made up of entirely line segments. All these are made up of line segments. They are said to be the polygons. Now in polygons there are sides, vertices and diagonals. The simple, to make a polygon we need at least 3 line segments. So if we see a 3 line segments, it will be a triangle. Triangle is a type of polygon. Your quadrilateral means 4 sides, so that is also a type of polygon. Then square, rectangle, rhombus, these are all type of polygons which are only made up of entirely line segments. Now let us see the sides, vertices and diagonals. Now suppose I am drawing a square over here. Now what are the sides? The line segments, or we can say a boundary of which a figure is made. These are called the sides. We can name it as A, B, C and D. So these are called the sides. AB, BC, CD and DA. These are the side. Now let us see the vertices. Vertices means the corner points. These are the corner points which share a line segments. So point A, B, C and D. These are called the vertices. In singular it is vertex and in plural form it is vertices, which meet at a common point and share a common point. Next one is diagonals. Diagonals means the opposite point which meets the opposite points, which join the opposite points. A is meeting with C and B is meeting with D. They are sharing the opposite points. So AC and BD are said to be the diagonals. So in polygons it is made up of entirely line segments and in that there are sides, vertices and diagonals. Now let us see angles. What are angles? Angles are formed when the corners are formed. Suppose you have the blackboard, that corner, this corner, this corner, where the corners they form an angle. So let us draw one figure. I am naming it as A, P and B. Now here you can see the corner. This is one ray and this is second ray. So the two rays, where they meet at a common point, it will become an angle. So these two rays forming angle are called side or arms. Side or arms of the angle. So the two rays which are formed, it is ray PA and ray PB. So these are the two arms, or we can say two side. Now these two rays which meet at a common point, it meets at a common point, or we can say it is a initial point from where we can start the ray. This point P, that is called the vertex of the angle. Vertex of the angle. So where it meets at P. So P is called the vertex of the angle. Now how this angle is being written? Now vertex will be always written in the middle. It can be written as, you can start from this side or this side. So it can be written as angle APB. P will be written in the middle, or angle BPA, or we can say angle P. So if you want to write, this is the symbolic form of the angle. We can write as angle APB or angle BPA or angle P. So ray PA and ray PB are the two arms or the two sides of the angles. Now this portion which is inside of the angle, this portion it is called interior, and this portion which is outside, that is called exterior. Suppose I am writing a point C. So point C is in the interior of angle APB, and suppose point D. So D is outside the angle APB. So in angle is made up of two corners. Where two corners joint, it will become an angle. In this angle there are arms, there are vertices, and we can see the interior and exterior portion. Now triangles. Now what is a triangle? It is a 3-line segment polygon. It is made up of 3-line segment. 1, 2 and 3. So 3-sided line segment makes a triangle. I am naming it as A, B, C. It has 3 sides. Line segment AB, line segment BC and line segment AC. So 3 sides are AB, BC and AC. It has 3 angles. Now suppose I am rubbing this. So it will form an angle over here. Again I am rubbing this. It will become an angle over here. And I am rubbing, suppose, this line. So here it will be an angle. So 3 angles are angle A, angle B, angle C. Now it can be read as triangle ABC, or triangle BCA, or triangle CAB. So this was about triangle. It is made up of only 3-line segment, which is a type of polygon. Now let us see quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a 4-sided line segment. It is made up of 4-line segment. It is a polygon which is made up of 4-line segment. Let us name it as PQRS. Again, in a quadrilateral there will be 4 sides. PQ, QR, RS and SP. 4 vertices, that is P, Q, R, S, or we can say angle P, angle Q, angle R, or angle S. Now there are, in this quadrilateral there are opposite sides, opposite angles, adjacent sides and adjacent angles. First we will see the adjacent sides. Now what is the meaning of adjacent side? Means side by side. Now PS, this is one side PS. What is the next side to it? That is SR. So PS and SR, these are the adjacent side. We called in Hindi as a baju baju ki side. Suppose QR and QP, these are also adjacent side which meets or which share a common point. Here PS and SR meets or share a common point. Same way QR and QP, it shares a common point. So this was about adjacent side. Let us see the adjacent angle. Now this P, angle P, its adjacent angle will be either S or either Q. Angle P, or we can say angle S. Suppose angle Q, its adjacent angle will be angle R. So this is called adjacent angle. Now let us see the opposite side. PS. Opposite of PS is line segment QR. So these are opposite side. PQ. Opposite of PQ is SR. So this is also an opposite side. Now let us see the opposite angle. Opposite angle of P is angle R. These are opposite angle. Same way opposite of angle Q is angle S. So this is also an opposite angle. So this was about quadrilateral. In quadrilateral we have the line segments, vertices, adjacent sides, adjacent angles, opposite sides and opposite angles. Now let us see the topic circle. Now what is the meaning of circle? It is a closed curve. It is a closed curve, it will form a circle. So in circle there are certain points. The first point is center or the midpoint. If you take a compass, a drawing compass which is in the geometry box, if you draw a point from the mid and if you draw a circle, you will see a midpoint. That midpoint is called the center of the circle. Let us name it as O. So we will write down here O. The center is O, or we can say the midpoint of the circle. Now the next topic is radius. From the midpoint of the circle, on the circle a line segment which is formed, that is called a radius. That is called a radius. From the center and the point on the line of the circle, it will form a radius. So here OA is the radius. Now let us see the diameter. The line which connects the 2 points on the circle. The line which connects 2 points on the circle and it meets at the center. It meets at the center. That is called the diameter. So I am writing as C and D. So here the diameter is CD. It connects the 2 points on the circle and it meets at point O. We can see that diameter is double the radius. Diameter is double the radius. Now let us see the chord. I am drawing up 2 points on the circle and I am connecting these 2 points on the circle. So this portion, that is, suppose I am writing as E and F. So EF is the chord of the circle. That means it connects any 2 points on the circle. That will become a chord of the circle. Even CD, C and D, they are also on the 2 points on the circle. So CD is also a diameter and CD is also the chord of the circle. In fact, it is the longest chord of the circle, we can say. Now let us see the arc. This portion, or we can say a simple curve portion. Suppose I am naming it as P and Q. This portion or a curve portion on the circle, that is P or Q, a small segment or small arc, that is called arc of a circle. On PQ we have to draw a symbol of arc like this way. Now let us see sector. What is a sector? Sector means it is a pair of arc and a pair of radii. It is formed by arc and a pair of radii. Suppose I had drawn an arc over here and I am connecting this two radii. A pair of radii or an interior portion with a pair of radii and an arc makes a sector. So we can say OPQ is a sector. So this portion is said to be a sector. I have connected O with, that means two pair of radii with an arc. It will become a sector. Now let us see segment. It is formed with the chord and an arc. So this is your chord and this is your arc. So this portion which is formed, it will become your segment. So we can say EF can be your segment. This complete portion with the chord as well as arc. This portion will become a segment of the circle. Now circumference. Circumference means the boundary, the complete boundary, that is called a circumference. Now in this there are certain points which are exterior, interior or inside the or on the circle. Suppose I am writing an alphabet S. So S is in the interior. Then let us see G. So G is on the circle. A point G is on the circle. And R, that means it is outside, that is we can say exterior. So R point is on the exterior of the circles. So in this circle we have seen the center O, a radius which meets at the center and the circle, that is a radius, that is called OA. Then a diameter which connects the 2 points on the circle, that is CD. Then chord, 2 points which meets on the circle forming, it will form a chord. And an arc, a simple portion or a curve on the circle, it will form your arc. Then sector, an arc and a pair of radii. Arc and a pair of radii will become your sector. Then chord and arc will form an segment, and this boundary is called the circumference, whereas the interior portion or the inside portion, that is called the interior part, the boundary, or that is called on the circle. So some points are, we can see they are on the circle, and some points which are outside the circle, they are called the exterior of the circle. So this was about the circle. So students, this was all about the basic concepts of the geometry. Now we will start the next session with our exercise. Thank you.